it's Cary Prince from Cary Prince Organizing, your certified professional organizer, and today we're going to organize kitchen cabinets. If you would like to see how a professional organizer organizes her own kitchen cabinets, well, strap yourself in and get ready for a wild ride. How to organize kitchen cabinets in this video. It's 5 simple steps. You follow this methodically and voila, your kitchen cabinets are magically organized. If anything, it's been a lot of fun shooting these videos for you because I have realized that my own kitchen cabinets could use a little bit of organizing themselves. It's funny how cabinets are. They're big spaces, they hold a lot of stuff, you can cram things in, you can squeeze things to the side, you can squeeze things to the side, so you can put things on top, and before you know it, your cabinets get disorganized. It's so common. We don't ever take the time to pull everything out, review it, ask yourself, do I need it? Do I use it? Do I love it? Those 3 questions are going to determine whether something stays or goes. And the kitchen cabinets are your prime real estate. This is like action zone. We have no room for clutter or miscellany or memorabilia. All right, so we're going to make some hard decisions here and make these kitchen cabinets functional. We're going to hit 3 cabinets today. We're going to start over here with our coffee cups. We're then going to do right here our plates and bowls cabinet, and then the last one is right here is going to be our water bottles, plastic plates, and plastic cups. So get ready for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do some decluttering, we're going to add some organizing solutions, and we're going to make sure it looks beautiful, especially in my kitchen because my kitchen opens up to the dining room and the living room. So when I open up a cabinet, the whole world sees it. It's got to look good. And so that's going to be the overriding principle right now, to make sure that it looks great as well as be functional. All right, so come along. Before we move on, I want to just ask, if you like what you're seeing, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. And finally, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you can be in the know for my next organizing video. All right, we're going to dive in and organize these cabinets. Okay, what's behind door number 1? It is our coffee cup cabinet, and it is filled to the brim with coffee cups. We have our Fiestaware coffee cups here, which are great because it matches our plates and bowls over here. We switch it up depending on the meal and the colors that we're putting out on the table. These are my favorite mugs. These are Starbucks, but large Van Gogh-esque type mugs. I love big coffee mugs for my coffee. There's some ramekins over there that probably don't belong in this cabinet. They're accessible, but maybe we can look at a different place where that can go in the kitchen. Up at the very top are these 4 Calavera mugs that my sister gave us. I would love to use them. We love that Latin American vibe in our home, but I can't reach them, so I never ever get on the step stool to pull them down. So I would love to bring those down. And that brings me to this shelf. This is our problem shelf. Now there are a few mugs that are mine here, but 90% of them are my husband's. And this is kind of like the equivalent of your husband's t-shirt collection, those rock concert t-shirts, or the college t-shirts that they never get rid of. Same thing's going on here. He's very sentimental about some of these mugs. Now, that's not to say he has to get rid of all of them, but I'm going to ask him to do an edit, pick out his few favorites, and then that will winnow this down, and we'll be able to maybe bring all my mugs that I like to use on this shelf and make the cabinet look so much better. So are you guys ready to get started? Let's do it. Okay, where to start? I'm so excited. I got this over here to the left. I didn't like how it was teetering on the edge of the older riser, even though the older riser was a little bit wider. It just teetered on the edge of it. I just always knew it was just about to fall off, so that makes me feel a lot better having it on a solid shelf. I can put all of our Fiestaware here, which I think looks really good. Now I'm going to work on this shelf to have it hold my taller mugs that I use all the time. some of Bob's memorabilia mugs, and let's see how it is. We got to get some editing done. So here's the edit that we have to make. I'm gonna pan down so you can see all those mugs. Those are my tall mugs on the windowsill, and then all those mugs over there. We're gonna have my dear sweet husband take a look at them and see which ones have to stay. All right, we're in step 2 of organizing our kitchen cabinet. This is when you've taken everything out and you've sorted it. So I've already done some sorts. The ramekins are gonna go somewhere else. These 4 coffee cups can go for now. The teapot's gonna go. These are the mugs that I'd like to bring to the more accessible shelf. These are my big mugs for coffee and tea. That's my son's mug, so that's not going anywhere. And then we have all of these mugs. So one tray are mugs that have music notes or chart music or something meaningful to my husband, because we both worked in the music industry forever, so there is some memorabilia there. And then this one is more family oriented, some mugs that he may have gotten from his dad, or mugs that our son painted for us or with his pictures on them. So we're going to take a look and see if we can thin this population a little bit, because I would like to be able to put those mugs along with whatever else we're going to keep onto that shelf. We're going to keep that shelf for the fun mugs, the ones that we like to use for me every day. And that very top shelf is actually our dressy china, if there's such a thing in our world. But you know, we have star china that we bring out for the holidays. So those are going to stay up on that shelf because they're only pulled out on special occasions. So here we go. We're going to see if we can get this population just a little bit smaller. Okay, it was a successful sort. My husband edited 13 mugs out of our collection. Very impressive. We're going to be holding on to 11 of them, and then with my taller mugs that I like to use and the Latin American ones that I want to use, we're going to see if we can make everything fit on that shelf right there. Super excited. So step 3 would have been clean and measure, which I already did. Step 4 is to choose your organizing solution, which we already have. So now we are at step 5. We're going to put everything back in. Let's get started. So we're going to try putting about 19 mugs on this shelf, and let's see how we do. I might save the special ones for that little spot up at top. There are some unique ones that I know that we'll never use, such as this one from the Hard Rock Cafe. My husband worked there for 1 year, head of corporate communications. That's how we met. So this is a sentimental cup, means a lot to us, and this is kind of fun and artsy. So maybe that will go right there on top. Kind of set the stage for the fun stuff that's about to happen below. All right, so the next level is going to be all of our sentimental cups and meaningful cups with my big cups in front that I like to use every day. So I'm going to put the ones that are super sentimental that I don't think we'll use very often towards the back. There, I think it's done. So we brought our calaveras down to a more accessible level. I've got my big mugs I like to use every day. Max has his mug. Bob has his steel guitar mug. And then we have our daily use family Fiestaware mugs. So I think this cabinet is a wrap. What's behind door number 2? It is our servingware, our plates and bowls, the Fiestaware, which we love so much. So we have quite an assortment. We have 14 sets of the blue that we use every day. We have some yellow and some persimmon, I think the color is called, that we bring out for special occasions, or I mix it up because when I use that and use my Talavera, it brings all the colors in. So it looks great on the table. But this is the problem with this spot. That shelf is just so hard to get things down. And if I want to get these plates here, which I never do, I have to remove everything on top of them. Same thing if I want to get these yellow bowls or those persimmon bowls, so complicated because there's things inside them. That's where we bring in a shelf riser, another shelf in there, and it just adds a level and it makes everything so much more accessible. So I am envisioning a much more functional cabinet here. I would love to bring those red chili bowls down. I never use them because they're so hard to get to and I don't want to have to get out a step stool to get up there. So maybe if those could come down lower, it would be nice too. So this shelf will stay the same. We like how it is. Everything fits. It doesn't matter that it's all stacked high because it's all the same color, and we have our different size, shapes, plates, and bowls here, so that works perfectly. But this shelf is the problem, and that shelf could be a little bit better. That's our serving platters and bowls. So maybe we can spread things out a little bit up there too. So let's get started and start taking everything out. Okay, step 3 is to clean and measure, which we have done. And step 4 is to choose your organizing solution, which we have done because I know that we need another level in there to break up those stacks of plates and bowls so that you don't have to remove 10 plates to get to the one on the bottom. So another shelf in there will be the perfect solution. As far as the aesthetic for that shelf, I am going to stick with the white because I've already used them in other parts of my kitchen. So in this cabinet, I'm actually going to be using the extended shelf so that it will extend to hopefully almost the length of this cabinet. So we've got the 2 parts here, and I'm going to insert them together, and hopefully this will work. There. All right, so we have a whole nother riser to go with. So now the fun begins. We get to put everything back in. Okay, we have Fiestaware on the bottom, we have Talavera to the right, special bowls and plates for like hors d'oeuvres to the left, and all the servingware at top. One day I probably should go get another riser for that shelf at the top because that would be a lot better than stacking everything. So maybe I'll do that on my next trip to the container store. But in the meantime, this shelf is done. What's behind door number 3? This is the water bottle and plastic cup, bowl, and plate cabinet. Oh my goodness, what a hodgepodge of items in here. It is stuffed. Well, the most important thing in this cabinet, and the reason why we open this door 95% of the time, is to grab a water bottle. I love these water bottle caddies. This is the iDesign, and I got them through Amazon. You can get them in a varying lengths. This is the perfect size for this particular cabinet. Love it, and you can even create a 3rd row here with some little water bottles on top, kind of like cheerleaders doing their pyramids. The next shelf, however, is a mess, and that is all plasticware that I bought back when my son was like 2 years old. We were starting to have his friends and parents over, and we were doing things in the backyard, and I thought, oh, we need to have plasticware. We never used this. I have probably used it once in Max's lifetime. And so I think it's time for me to part with it, let it go. There's so many more things I would love to put in that shelf that I'd like to use. There are a couple of things that I do like, the light blue bowls and cups. There's a matching salad bowl, which could be nice for entertaining. But for the most part, the rest of the stuff I think can really go. Someone else will love using it. I'm not, so I'm gonna part with it and make this cabinet more functional. And that top cabinet, the top shelf, has some awesome margarita glasses, and I have a whole bunch more out in the garage. So those could be fun to bring in and have the margarita glasses up at top. Anyway, so we're gonna get working on editing this cabinet. I think I have my solutions pretty much fixed, but some editing could definitely take place. So here we go. Okay, step 3 was to clean it out, which we've done. Step 4 is to choose the organizing solution, and I already knew I wanted my shelf riser, and I knew aesthetically I wanted to stay with the white, so that's done. And now we are at step 5 to put everything back in. I did edit some of the plasticware. I've edited out 2 sets of plasticware and cups. So I think that's going to slim the population and make it all work out well in here. I did keep 2 that I do like, that I would like to use. We are redoing our backyard, so maybe we will use that in the near future. So let's see how everything fits in. All right, here we go. Okay, it's an open and shut case. These kitchen cabinets are organized. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've been inspired to organize your own kitchen cabinets. It only takes 5 simple steps and maybe a few hard decisions along the way, but the results are oh so worth it. You have a cabinet that's efficient, organized, and beautiful. I hope you've learned something, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and while you're there, click on that bell icon so you can be notified when I release my next organizing video. In the meantime, this is Cary Prince wishing you, from my home to yours, a happy, organized day.